Good Tuesday evening to everyone. How are you? It's good to see you and it's good to be seen by you. Welcome to the live stream. I am the one and only Bill Sylvie coming to you live, loud and clear on a rainy Tuesday evening. How are you? 33K7, good to see you. John Collins, wonderful to see you. Don't know what's going on with the sound on your end. Tolemicus, how are you? Jeff, the greatest dungeon master, 8972. Hello, good to see you. Gonzalo, how are you? Paul Raven's Call, Shellback Bow, Saint Cuthbert of the Cudgel. Good evening to everyone. So, welcome everybody to the show. Let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We do a little dungeons, we do a little dragons, we have some fun here on our live stream. And if you want to be part of this, if this is something like, if you're like, I am excited about that, I want to be part of it, and I want to know when it's going to happen. I want delivery right to my car while I wait on this. Then do me a favor, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications to find out when we do what we do. And what is it that we do when we do it around here, guys? We celebrate classic TTRPGs with a heavy bent on advanced Dungeons and Dragons and Dungeons and Dragons in general of the old school variety. But you already know that it's right there in the boilerplate. So with all that said, as you guys know, I have been promoting the Kickstarter, Yang Yan Zhao Rising Phoenix Productions, for excuse me. Oh God, pardon me a second, guys. Whoa. That was kind of painful and at exactly the wrong time. Empire of the Undying Sun. That is a first edition, 100% first edition and 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign setting, 400 pages plus of campaign material. You got dungeon adventures, you got urban adventures, you got wilderness adventures. And guys, if you're all on my side here and you all want to know exactly how you can be playing first edition, new first edition modules these days, then I can guarantee it's there. Gonzalo Lira's Bar Tab. Do I know who's doing the 1E content on that? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because it's me. It's me. I'm going to throw the link up here now. Come on. Paste it in. There you go. Now, one thing that I will tell you about this Kickstarter is it has funded. It has just crossed. It crossed yesterday afternoon, and then it was by just a little bit, and then it flipped back over, but now it's flipped back. There's a little less than 3 days to go. There's like 2.5 days left to go. It's not all the way there. Okay. So if you're sitting there going, oh, well, it's funded, I don't have to do anything. No, you do. If you're considering backing it, you can still get in. You can still get in. And like I said, I did the first edition AD&D conversions. I've got 3 first edition AD&D adventures that are in there. Guys, this is absolutely worth spending your money on and backing this. So please do that. It's currently at 15,304. Let's get it up as high as we can. Let's maybe hit a stretch goal on that and make that happen. So I think it would be really cool. Now that's that, but there is one thing. If you're itching to sponsor something else, maybe you've already backed this, maybe you want to back more. Don't forget, guys, and I was as surprised as anybody, the Gygax Memorial Kickstarter. Let me pull that. I actually don't have that. But it's right here. This is close to funding. This has got a very, very short time to go also. I think it's got like a day and a half to go. I'm sorry, 2.5 days to go. And guys, it's close. It's close. It's 11. It's like 10K and change to go on the Gygax Memorial. Please check this out. Okay. Please help make this one happen. If we can get Empire of the Undying Sun over the finish line, and we did, and we're going to hold it there, we can get the Gygax Memorial over the line too. It is it is a memorial area with a statue of Gary, but a huge, huge marble game table with a bronze map of level 1 of Castle Greyhawk with squares, with map squares on it, and benches and a path leading up to it. This isn't going to be something behind a wrought iron fence or up on a plinth or in a museum. You can go up to this. If you go to Lake Geneva, you can go up to this with your group, sit down and game with Gary, who's sitting right there. He's got his hand stuck out, tilted at an angle. You can put your dice on there and have Gary roll them, and you've got an entire pre-made dungeon map out there to sit and to game on. And I think that is a super cool tribute to Gary, who loved games. It's sitting next to the lake where he used to sit and daydream about being a writer. Okay. So please, the link is right there. Back Empire of the Undying Sun. Both are excellent. Haldan S, greetings and hallucinations to you too. But that would be really, really awesome if you guys could do that. So there's one other thing I want to mention, because it also only has a short amount of time left on it. Maybe you've just stopped by for the first time. Okay. Maybe you're just swinging by and you're like, hey, that's a really cool looking, what is that, like an OD&D reproduction? Or are you some crazy rich guy that has an OD&D set you just use as a prop? Folks, I am giving away 4 wood grain original D&D set reproductions this holiday season. We're going to have a drawing on Christmas night. That is on December 25th, 9:00 U.S. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be having a drawing and giving away 4 copies of original D&D, and these are going to include a reproduction of Chainmail. So you're actually getting 2 classic TSR games in one box, and I am super hyped about that. These are hand put together by me. And maybe you're wondering, okay, you're going to give away 4 of them. There's more of us. How are you going to do it? We're going to spin a wheel. We're going to spin a wheel, and on that wheel are going to be the names of a select group of people. And if it lands on your name, you will receive a box set. Now, how do you get on that list, you may ask? I'm glad you asked. Here's how you do it. Here's the way you do it. We have a Patreon here on the show. We offer YouTube channel memberships on the show. To become a patron is as cheap as $1 a month. To become a YouTube channel member, it's $2.99. That's as cheap as I can make it. YouTube won't let that dial go down any lower than that. These go to $2.99. Join us as a patron. Join us as a YouTube member. No later than October 31st. Now, if you join in mid-November, you join in early December, late December, whatever, thank you for your support. I appreciate it. But to be considered for the drawing, you must join no later than October 31st. That's Friday night. Okay. That's Friday night. You don't have to join us on both websites. Just pick whichever. You must remain subscribed, membership, patronage until the end of December. So if say you go through Patreon, that's $2. $2 you have to spend. And your name gets added to the list. Your chance of winning is not greater if you go with both, because it's one per person. Your chance of winning is not greater if you go for a higher level. So, but that's how you do it, and we'll spin for it. And maybe you're saying to yourself, yeah, but Bill, I'm in a foreign country. How could I get that? Fear not. One of our lucky folks out there who lives in a foreign country, if you win, one of our folks overseas will have shipping covered for them. Okay. So now let's say we get 2, 3, 4. The other folks, yes, you will have to pay for shipping, but it's less expensive than trying to buy a wood grain AD&D set on eBay or somewhere else. So that's just some food for thought. But I will tell you guys, because I know this gets talked about a whole lot by me. I constantly harp on about the wood grain sets. After Friday, I'm not going to discuss them anymore. I may leave one up here so people can see it, but I'm not gonna harp on it anymore. I'm not going to come after you guys and say, oh yeah, so blah, 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 and spend up 5 minutes of pre-show, meat of the show time, talking about this, because you will all know what it is then, and no one will be admitted in the theater after the 31st. So do that, get in on this. You know what? Let me just show you. Let's do a quick jump zoom, and you can get a good look at this. And this isn't just a wood grain box that contains the printed out PDFs of what you can currently get from Wizards of the Coast. No, it's those PDFs, but they've been tweaked. Your odds of encountering something in its lair is now listed as % liar, just as it was in the original D&D release. Gone are Baelors and halflings and treants. Back in are Balrogs, hobbits, and ents. It's got the original cover art on the booklets. It's got the pull-out sheets in it. Guys, this is the bomb right here. This is as close as you're going to get to having your own original D&D wood grain set right here. So swing for the fences. Sign up. So I hope you will consider doing that. Hey, guess what? Oh, Atomic FX, buddy. I wish I could send one to everyone watching the show. Honestly, if I had the wherewithal, I thought about this today. If I had the wherewithal, I would say, show me proof of purchase that you've bought Chainmail and the 3 books from Drive-Thru RPG, and I'll put it together. I'll put a set together for nominal fee and send it to you. Just so there's no question that, oh, Bill's pirating these. No, these people already own the books. I'm just binding them for them. I've thought about that, but I don't have the boxes. And Brimar, the company that makes these boxes, the minimum order is pretty large. Otherwise, I might do something like that. But we'll talk more about arts and crafts later. Hey, guess what? I have got 3 guys itching to play some Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Now, I say 3 guys. We have one of our men is currently convalescing right now. Yes. Kevin, you guys know him. He has played many characters throughout this campaign, and to date, all of them have been slain. But we're rooting for him and pulling for him. He is currently convalescing, and so he will be out this week. An enormous bribe, a huge bribe, Grimhammer. I won't be offended if you charge that back, brother. But yes, so prayers up for Kevin. We will see you next week, my friend. We will see you right back here on this channel, swinging for the fence. Gonzalo, we have a bidding war. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bidding war. Gonzalo throwing in the fiber saying, do not TPK. No, sir, do not TPK, sir. So, yeah, Grimhammer, you're gonna have to outdo that. And then if Gonzalo, you want to be safe, you're gonna have to outdo that. Let me tell you a little bit about how we do our D&D games here, though, because that is one thing that comes up periodically. Guys, when I say we play D&D around here, I don't mean we rehearsed this game. I don't mean I gave out scripts to say, well, I need it to last this long, and so we're going to do this, this, and that. We don't have rehearsals. We don't have table reads. We don't have script writing sessions. We don't have story arcs. We don't do any of that. Unlike Critical Role, we actually play D&D. The dice decide what happens on this show, and I roll those out in front of you all. You all see what happens. That's how we play AD&D around here. And last point, because I know this is going a little long. I usually only like to go 12, 15 minutes, and we're way over the line now. Last point. We can and have had questions from people out in the audience. If you're sitting out there and you want to know how we're doing something, I want you to feel free to ask that question, those questions. Uh-oh. The begun the bid war has. I want you guys to ask those questions, and if I don't answer them, someone in the chat may answer them. If someone in the chat doesn't answer them, then it may be that that one of the players answers them. But regardless, if it's not me who answers it, someone will answer your question, because, folks, I have the smartest and best looking audience of any audience of classic TTRPG live streams on YouTube. And I will kill on that hill. All right, that's enough of that. Let me open up. Let's see. There it is. Let me open up those books. Oh, guys, thank you for the supers. Thank you. Hey, look, Grimhammer, I don't want to cause anything, but earlier Gonzalo was saying you didn't have the guts to pay for a TPK tonight. I'm just saying. Let's welcome all of our players into the show. First up, we have a guy around here. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel where he talks about history. He talks about TTRPGs. He talks about playing TTRPGs as a handicapped person. I really, really enjoy having him here on the show. He's a lot of fun. Everybody, please put your hands together and welcome Thane Kyle as Holder the Cleric. You can find him at D and Disability right here on YouTube. TK, how are you, my friend?
I am fine. That's Player with Disabilities to you, Bill. Handicap died out about 30 years ago.
Did it? Okay. I'm not, my apologies. Player with Disabilities. Okay. That was not meant as a shot at you. I literally just didn't realize it.
You're good. I promise.
Right. Okay. Next up, speaking of cool guys with YouTube channels, the guy who gets the Delver's Dungeon Award for the most heavy metal voice of anyone here on the live streams. You can find him at Doom Swords here on YouTube. Everybody, welcome Doom Sword Deathmaster as Dirk Donagard. Dooms.
Hey, what's up?
You are, man. You are. If you had an English accent, you would just be Lemmy. I would just call you Lemmy. But I saw a little clip of him doing just like fooling around in the studio, and he was trying to get him to run the loop for Ace of Spades, and he's like, play Ace of Spades, simplest fucking thing in the world, So
yeah,
in his own inimitable Lemmy kind of way. And the guy who's throwing out the dollar bills, y'all, you know him, you love him. He's a recent addition to the Tuesday mayhem that we like to throw around here. He has no YouTube channel. He needs no YouTube channel. Everybody, please welcome Gonzalo as Paul the Fighter. Gonzalo, greetings.
Now, do the bit now.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
How you doing? So we have a question already. Cruz Azusa says, do you use weapon shots per round for missile weapons? Absolutely. We do weapon shots per round, and we do rate of fire over combat segments. So monsters win, party has a bow user, party's missile fire, monsters missile fire, party's missile fire. If it or flip that around for party losing initiative. You get what I'm saying. So good question though, Cruza. Thank you very much. All right, gentlemen, last week you guys had traveled back across the Pomarge, and you had once again gone into the mazy depths of the caverns and hallways beneath the ruined hill fortress. And you find yourselves outside an additional mazy part. You're looking down a loam-filled corridor. Now the walls are worked stone. There's cressets, archways, etc. But the floor is a thick layer of kind of damp soil. There's an earthy odor here. There's even just a faint, tiny veil of fog that clings at your ankles. Not enough to obscure your vision or anything like that. But there it is nonetheless. You have a passage on the right. What will you do? What will you do?
Isn't the passage on the right? We've already been there, haven't we? Or
well, there are two passages on the right.
Okay.
You have been through. Yes, you have been through one passage all the way to the end where you fought a deadly gibbering mouther, which was not very deadly at all. It was kind of a joke, but now I just know I need to send 6 after you.
Well, we have a water weird guarding some treasure for us.
You do have a water weird guarding some treasure for you. You have other unexplored places, but for now,
I think right it is then, guys.
Yeah, remember that the vision that I saw, just as kind of a general reminder maybe to those who weren't here for it, they had horns, they had weapons, they had claws, and the big thing, at least to me, seemed to be that that there was treasure here, but we don't know where or what that is, right? But we do know for a fact it was in unless I misunderstood the vision, which I shouldn't have because of the way I worded it. Because I explicitly asked if there was treasure in a location that we've already been, treasure that we missed, and the vision said yes. Now that treasure could have been from that water weird there, but that doesn't have anything to do with the monsters, right? So I'm saying that there still could be hidden treasure, maybe under a flagstone or in a wall somewhere that we have also missed.
Yes, that is a possibility. I quite agree. But are you wanting to turn back and do additional searching or move forward?
No, I think we can move forward. I just think that we should be cognizant of that.
Gotcha.
Worst comes to worst, I can always perform the spell again and ask again. Once we've say cleared out the water weird and cleared out everything else.
Your wisdom is always a factor in our decision making. There's no doubt about it. And if you are getting visions or feelings about things, that's definitely something to be paid attention to. For now, we can keep that in mind. But shall we just continue down this right-hand hall? It's a peaty floor, right? With fog where we're going.
Yes.
Okay. Agreed, or we go?
I have no problem. I have absolutely no problem proceeding. Currently, I will hold the pot light such that we have light. And I will. I'll also, because we aren't really that stealthy at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and start chanting.
Might as well.
Because it takes 10 minutes to wind up, for Christ's sake. So, I got to work my way into it.
Understood. We should wait here then until your chant has begun and then head down the hallway. And
yes, and how shall we do that? I nominate Terry the thief to travel ahead. Is that still the course of action?
I mean, it's what he wanted to do. It's how he was handling things. So I would say yes. I don't know what light source he had.
I think this guy's a half elf, right? So he doesn't need a light source. I mean, I believe he's a half elf, right? Elf.
Oh, okay.
He's a full elf.
So
the
glow from my sword would probably be enough to generate any light he needs, as long as he's within whatever feet of us. I don't know what that is, but
so the
I think he would want to be just outside. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to say this comes up periodically, but the radius of light of magic weapons in D&D can substitute for torches as a light source. I just need to see.
I thought it was 20 feet.
I think it is 20 feet. God knows I don't need to search for radius. Let's see.
I guess the question is, would he benefit more from being outside the light or in it?
Since I would argue, since I have it cast in a pot, it's probably directional, more like a mag light stick than like a torch.
Very much so.
Yeah, and Terry would definitely benefit from being outside the light, right? That way his improvisation doesn't get spoiled.
Okay.
Yes. The magic longsword radius is 20 feet. That is correct. It's 20 feet.
All will acknowledge that I got a rule right without looking it up. So Dooms and our Dunagar and Paul up front, Holder and Walt next, I would assume, and then follow up the rear with the remaining fighters. Sure. I have no problem also being in the back as well. I have filled in for the back line in the past.
Sure, wherever you
Just
want.
don't if Holder's the one committing acts of violence, things have gone very, very wrong.
I was thinking more you being able to reach as many people as possible should they need healing than you would be fighting.
That's also valid. Yes, I'm fine with that.
So I guess that's the marching order, and we'll head down. Now, we've been through this before. We know there are some kind of traps that are triggered by pressure plates, or at least there have been so far in the other passages like this. Paul was just using his weapon to try to kind of scrape up the loam and trigger things if he can, or at least find out if they're there. Up to now, I think we've been through 2 sets of these types of things where they either said things, and then later I think they started to do a little damage. So I wouldn't be stunned if these are worse than the previous 2 sets we've run across. I'm gonna take my remind me again. I don't know if this is a polearm, this spedum.
Yes, it is essentially a long, broad-headed spear.
So Paul will take that out, and he's going to use that to try to. I mean, unless the thief is going to try to do this as he goes, Paul will offer to do the check for these traps with his spedum and push forward ahead in this case, since we know there's likely to be traps and they'd be difficult to find. It's up to the thief.
Yeah, I mean, I think, guys, that I should probably go first. I'm a little more light of foot.
Sure.
If you don't mind, I'll just stay out a little bit.
Is it just me, or is Doom's breaking up?
That was me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some clipping going on with your audio, Dooms, but we'll work with it. But just so you know, like if there's a pot you can tweak or something on your soundboard.
Oh, okay.
Hey, good to see you there, Dying Breed.
So we'll let the thief go first, then, and Dunagar and I, and the rest in the order I mentioned.
Alrighty. Hey, look at that! I can make the. Let's see. Oh, I'll play that later. All right. Okay, so you guys proceed to the right. Now, this hallway, as you predicted, might have turns. So if you turn right, go down the hall, it turns left much sooner than the hall behind you did, which only makes sense because it's obviously going to be running in parallel to that hallway when it makes that turn. So you begin walking down this loamy path. You go 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 feet. Joe Facetious, I don't know. Lots of people's names changed. I don't know if it's something with YouTube. I don't know if it's something with StreamYard's handling. I honestly don't know, and I apologize to anyone who's not used to their names looking the same. But then there's other people whose names are the same. I just don't know.
I knew it was you, Wave, because you told me about reading that book, I think.
All right. So you proceed down 90 feet. And at this point, the hallway it kind of splits into 3 hallways. You've got one that angles to the right and 2 that angle to the left. So you got 3 corridors ahead, 2 of them leading, angling to the left, 1 angling to the right.
I mean, we've been taking the path of the right, haven't we? As a rule, guys.
My apologies. What's the question?
We've been taking using the rule of right, like taking a right so far.
Yeah.
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 I just want,
I'm a fan of good adventurers go left, but the rule of right is also equally valid. So yes, we've been keeping to the right. Yes.
okay, so we'll continue to do that, and we'll turn to the right.
Okay. All right. So you're proceeding to the right, and you're going on. How far in front of you is your thief? Is he up out of the light source way?
If he's an elf, then yes, he's outside of the light, and we just sort of try to follow him as best we can. Far
Okay.
enough away that if a trap goes off, only he dies, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. He comes back and he is, let's see. Yeah, the loam here in the hall is a little dry, so you can hear even the light step of an elf can be heard on this, as there's twigs and other sort of things sort of squelching and crunching under his feet as he comes back, and he says, 30 feet ahead, as I was probing in this soil, whatever it is, I heard a metallic clank, not the sound of stone that I had been hearing as I proceeded forward. I do believe there is a pressure plate there.
Well done. Well done. But we have no idea what it resulted in. You didn't notice any movement or anything?
No, I found it before I stepped on it.
Oh, okay. So do you think we can get by it as a group?
If we can't, I can give a go at disarming it.
All right. I'll go up with the thief while he attempts to disarm it if he wants me to.
Okay. He says, yes, up to this point, I have seen no traps, no
Just,
indications that there's any great danger.
should there be a pit or some other devilry, at least there's somebody there to see it immediately, hopefully.
Yes. Well, let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving forward, he leads you back to the spot and takes out a dagger and proceeds to dig along the seam of this. If it is a pressure plate, it is as wide as the corridor is here. It's a full 10 feet wide, maybe an inch off of either side.
How deep is it?
What do you mean? How deep is it?
How far does it go from me? It takes up the entire passage, but how deep is it?
Oh, how far ahead? Okay. He leans out as far as he dares and scraping away with his dagger, brushing away with his hand. It goes at least 4 feet out, the distance that he can reach, and he, with just his fingertips, he carefully flicks away more of the soil, leans out and says, it's further than I can reach. So perhaps it's another foot. Perhaps it's another 100 feet. I know not.
Gotcha.
Hey, Kabuki, good to see you.
Can I use my spitum with his guidance to try to see if I can reach the far end of it?
You can, and this is about it's about 10 feet, so it's about 10 by 10 pressure plate of metal.
And what's the ceiling here?
The ceiling here is arched above you. You think at the peak it's probably 15 feet overhead. So this is a fairly considerable corridor.
Okay. So it's Arch. It's gosh, I don't know what we can do other than to try to. What do you think? Trigger it and just try to do it from a distance.
Trigger it, or I can attempt to disarm it.
This is your domain. So you let me know what you want to do.
Well, something like this. He begins fishing wooden wedges out of his pack and says, I think if I can drive these under the lip, that should secure it.
Paul is officially taking notice of how he does things in a manner that he's trying to actually learn from what he's doing.
All right.
So what do you think? Are we good?
Let me see. I need to check a modifier real quick. He said he carefully fits in the wedges because it's a balance, and he even mutters this as he's doing it. It's a balance of fitting in the wedges without actually putting any downward force on the plate. He moves to the edges and fits a few more, and looks back at you and says, well, I think that's it.
How do we
I
know?
think I've gotten it. Step forward.
All right. Well,
Step right, got it. Deus nisi.
I'll go ahead. Paul will go ahead and do it as a show of trust to the thief.
All right. You step on, you hear a click, a brief ratcheting sound as the second floor you're standing on drops. A scything blade rotates out of the ceiling with a loud clockwork noise as it slams into you and does 10 points of damage. Also, I need you to give me a saving throw versus Dragon's Breath.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Well, let's see. Let me see what my saving throw versus Dragon's Breath is.
Well, roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, it won't matter.
Okay.
Is that a 16? That is a 16. Okay. So you take 5 more points of damage as a gout of flame, of oily flames, shoots out along with the blade.
So 15 altogether is what you're saying.
So 15 altogether.
Okay.
Yes. Horrified, he grabs you and drags you back, is patting out the flames as best he can. The rest of you standing back, you see this burst of fiery light. You hear Paul cry out. Would you make that cry out sound again, please?
They should have never let you join the guild.
All right, let's do a wandering monster check immediately for that. Alas, nothing came along. He said, I am so sorry, my friend. A thousand pardons to you. He's patting out the embers and so on, and he's got his hand in your pocket.
What?
He's like, just trying to pat out the flames, my friend.
Okay, so I'm not hallucinating. I did see his hand go in my pocket.
It was around your belt pouch, yes.
Okay. All right. I don't say anything. I say thank you for pulling me back, friend.
Oh, of course. Let me see. What is this? What did I? Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. No, you don't.
I don't what?
You don't. I'm sorry. That my mistake. You don't see his hand going into your belt pouch.
I'm getting some mixed messages here.
I was mistaken. You don't see.
Okay.
You don't see his hand. You don't see his hand slip into your
belt
pouch. It did not happen.
Okay.
On the spot DM retcon. Okay. So he looks appalled and he is absolutely shocked. And he reaches into his coin purse and presses a couple of gold pieces in there and says, 1,000 pardons, friend, 1,000 pardons.
He tries to give me money?
Yeah.
No. What? No. I don't need your money. You made a mistake. Don't worry about it.
I of course, my friend. Thank you. We must report to the rest of the party before something comes called by the hideous sound of this contraption, and
I
let them
will
know.
head back to the group, and Dunagar's there. I will sidle up to Dunagar and say, I think the thief likes dudes.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Not
that.
there's anything wrong with that.
Immediately shut the game man down. I see how that is.
It's there's little bit of smoke rising up from Paul. He's maybe missing an eyebrow.
But all I remember is it just seemed like his hand was real close to my groin for no reason. For
you don't you don't remember anything at all. He just
Right.
grabbed you and pulled you back. All right.
My pants weren't unbuttoned, and okay.
You're just doing that because I have lots of supers tonight. Thanks to you and Grimhammer. But all right, so
that's
you
what
know
happened.
the trap. You know the trap is there. So what will you guys do?
I mean, can we get across that thing without? I mean, over the space now is the way to get across.
It did not reset itself immediately. So
okay, well, I'm hurt, but I'm fine. I was maxed out, so I'm still good.
All right.
What do you guys think? Is it worth continuing on? What do your visions tell you?
Well, let's keep going.
All right. I guess we're going to try to figure out how to get across this 10-foot wide trap. I don't know how deep it was.
A 10 by 10 pit is perfectly jumpable. As long as it's no more than 10.
Yeah, we can probably do it if we let each other down into it and don't trigger the trap.
Okay. Terry leads the way again as you guys approach it, and he takes a pry bar and carefully pushes down. The plate doesn't move down any further, and the swinging arm doesn't come down to slice him or anything else for that matter. And he more decisively begins to hammer the wedges in, and he holds his breath, steps into the middle, and nothing happens. And now he proceeds to set more wedges. He's like, this trap is disarmed. If it resets, if it's to reset by coming up, it won't. The wedges have blocked it. If it activates further by falling down again, it won't. The wedges are blocked it. I'm sure of it.
Everybody will help each other down into the pit, across the pit, and up the other side.
It's not a pit. It literally just went down like a few inches.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then, we'll just
the damage you took was from the slicing blade and the gout of flames. All right. So you go down and the hallway begins to slowly descend. It doesn't not like at a just a sudden sharp angle, like you come to a point. It starts to curve downward and it widens out a little bit. And you come to a huge set of double doors. They're probably 15 feet wide, so 7 feet each. They're bronze bound, bronze clad, in fact. Huge pull rings. There is a piece of parchment that has red paint scrawls on it. One of them is a crude skull and bones. And written above it, in common and presumably in a lot of other languages too, that is Knoll, Orc, that sort of thing. Hey, Dungeon Minister, good to see you. It says the Narthek. You're not exactly sure what that means. The Narthek.
What is that? Some kind of Narthek?
Could be. Will you open the door and garthel it?
But you said this is on the floor, or it's on one of the doors. Where's this piece of
It's
paper?
just it's like it's been tacked to this door somehow. Like
Okay.
slipped under a layer of metal or something like that. So it just hangs there. It's a sign, and it says the Narthek.
I look at the group and hump my shoulders up, like, okay, should we go, or does this tell you anything?
Universal thumbs up.
All right.
Atiri checks. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Atiri proceeds to carefully check along the door. He's sliding his dagger blade under the edge. He's checking. The hinges are not on this side of the door, by the way, so they will swing away from you. But he checks, rechecks, feels around the large brass pull rings, and says quietly, "I don't think it's trapped. Would you care for me to listen to see if I can hear aught on the other side?"
Why not?
All right, and what is... He says, "I don't hear anything. I think we should be safe."
All right. Well, if it looks like one person can try to open the doors, I'll open the door on the right. If Dunagar and one of the other warriors wants to be ready to look into the door once it's opened. Guys?
Gentlefolk? Dooms?
Yeah, I'm still in favor thereof. I can't say much enchanting.
Okay. I think Dooms may be having audio problems, or you're muted, Dooms. Okay.
While we're waiting for Dooms, Paul will turn to Walt and say, "This is it. I'm aware of your betrayals. It ends tonight." No, just teasing.
A wizard duel, then.
We must break out the rubber chickens of deciding.
All right. Well,
I cast reversed thumbs.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and open the door, and if I can. It's 1 to 4. I don't know how that's modified necessarily here. 6 ain't gonna do it.
6
Hey, Bill.
so you, yes.
I cast piece of popcorn stuck in teeth that you can feel but can't touch.
Ah, that is a foul. I cast tiny hands. All right, so yeah, you can certainly try it again. Durek will step up and throw his shoulder against it and see if he can do it.
Well, I'll roll again with him.
All right. Okay, you guys force the door open easily. You are not surprised by the
Narthek?
No, well, presumably that's what this thing is called. It is a 10-headed hydra that is bounding across the. Well, actually, it's not bounding across the floor. It's bloody well standing right there. This is a huge circular room with a dome ceiling, chains hanging down from the top, that sort of thing. Maybe there's an exit on the other side. You're not sure because there's a hydra with many heads, and it is bellowing and clawing at the dirt and preparing to strike you all.
Is it chained?
It is. Do you hear a chain clanking when it's moving around? But it's certainly not stopping short because it's right up at the door. You have a flash here that maybe a trap that slices and then burns was designed to contain a young hydra that might have gotten out of the room. But anyway, so let's get declarations. Durek holds up his sword and says, "Have at you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you." How about Paul? What's he doing?
Paul says we really should run as he draws his sword and prepares for battle.
Crinit says, "I think I see a gleam of treasure, and I think we really should deal with that." The ranger likewise is ready from. Well, I did say it's wide enough. Yeah, the ranger is going to fight with his spear. So.
If I cast continual light in this thing's eyes, it's only going to count for one head, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. For now, I'm going to keep chanting. If I have to, I can always drop chant and do sticks to snakes, guys. And I'm really thinking about it because yes, he's going to have to roll like a 1 to fail his poison save. But
also, I'm sorry, go ahead. Can Walt cast fireball on the other side of this thing so it basically gets it from the back?
Walt doesn't know how big the chamber beyond is. He can absolutely do it, but he might cook everyone.
How many heads can he web?
Maybe a couple. But this is happening right now.
Right.
So you think maybe you can get a couple up near the top of the door arch. Maybe.
Walt is going to he's going to cast a spell. I'm just saying that as his declaration.
Okay. Me being the DM, I need to know what spell is he going
Invisibility.
to cast? Invisibility. Okay. All right. I think I have everyone's actions. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. And as Dooms has fallen silent, we will just go straight to thank Kyle, please. That's a D6.
Absolutely. I am top of the list, I think.
All right. A 1 and a 3 party will go first. I will roll for Crinit and the Ranger. They are getting a +1 to hit because of prayer. Let's see. I should have rolled separate dice. We're going to call that Crinit, and that is going to be a D12 because, yes, indeedy, this is a large creature. So Crinit swings. Let's see. Okay, Crinit swings and does a mighty 10 points, not counting any others. Let's see. And severs a head. It falls to the floor. The Ranger missed. Let's see. We'll go over to Paul. Paul, make your attack, please.
Alrighty. I'm using my sword, my long sword.
19, that will hit.
And that's 1 die 12, right?
Yes.
Because it's large. All right.
Yes.
So that plus 5. So.
All right, so 14. So you destroy another head. So it is down to 8 heads. And let's see. The thief is just backing away. He's not engaging with this thing. It will make a saving throw versus the web attack on a couple of its heads.
I actually changed it to invisibility.
Oh, invisibility. I'm sorry. That's right. So no saving throw required. Whoomp. You're invisible.
Okay.
counterattacks. Here we go. So basically, all the folks fighting up front are each going to get an attack, except for Paul and Dirk, who are going to get a couple of attacks. So it's got 8 heads. There's 4 of you, so everybody's going to get 2 attacks. So we'll start with Dirk. That's a bite and a bite. That's a miss. He just slams his shield into the, like, bang, and then brings his sword up, bang, and repels it. These are going on Paul. The 16 will absolutely hit you, and that will do 7 points of damage.
I did get the +1 ring of protection, just reminding you.
And he does get a -1 from chant.
Of course. It's just a big monster.
Okay. 7 hits, right?
7 hits, yes.
Okay.
All right. Oops.
All right, that was unpleasant.
Okay, and so it's Paul, Durek. This is on Crinit. Crinit is missed, and this is on the ranger whose name I keep forgetting. And he is missed. Wow, look at that. Bite, and only Paul gets a single bite. The next stumps, let's see, because Paul destroyed a head and Dirk destroyed a head. And the next stumps are kind of pulsing and seething, and like disgusting looking pustules are forming at the stumps.
Enough with the head slicing thing, to quote one of my favorite movies.
Okay.
So does the wizard get any movement at the end of this round after he casts invisibility?
He can move in the next round,
Okay.
or in this round that's coming up. So he's cast invisibility on himself, and in the next round, where does he want to move?
He's going to try to skirt the creature and go look at the treasure.
All righty. So he's moving into the room. That's Chet. All right. Durek and presumably Paul, Crinit, the ranger, you guys are going to keep fighting the
Yes. I'm saying to Holder, what do you mean? Should we not be attacking the heads?
Correct.
Well, I didn't say I was attacking the head. It just happened.
Well, that's all you guys can see. You got to understand that this thing's it's not like short stumpy necks. Its body is pretty far back.
Burn the stumps. I can light torches and chant, I'm sure, but like
yes, you can.
I can't use them. So
right.
Doesn't Walt? Well, he's otherwise engaged. I mean, I don't know what to do other than chop the heads. I mean, I think we can get ahead of them. We've got 4. It seems the heads are not grown back yet, right? The other 2?
Not yet. No,
they will. But so far, we're beating the odds. I think we got 2 heads in the first round. If we don't get at least 2 more, then we'll start worrying about fire. How about that?
10 will become 20. I'm lighting torches and chanting.
Okay, knock yourself out.
I'm
chopping heads. You light them on fire.
All right. Edward Wallace says the average levels of the player, I would say they're 5.5 or 6 level. All right. So, magic user is gonna head inside. The Hydra, I know it's gonna bite. Durek is going to fight. Paul is going to fight. The thief is digging in his pack and readying a pot of oil.
Nice.
And I know for a fact he got 4.
Yeah,
so
we bought a shit ton of oil.
Yes, you guys did. Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative. And I'm not sure if Dooms is still having some problems on his end. He's still there, but go ahead and roll initiative for us if you would, Gonzalo. So that is a 3. Bard Sound Lab, good to see you. Adino the Enzite, Esnite, not Enzite. That was that male enhancement scam from a couple of decades back. All right, a 6. Here we go.
Well, that is some bullshit.
All right, so there's 8 heads remaining. The necks are still pulsing and kind of twisting, and you think you can see vestigial jaws and eye sockets sort of pushing out of this tissue membranes on the ends of the necks. It's horrible. So 2 attacks on Durek. 3 and an 11. Neither one of those is going to get, although I should check that 11 becomes a 9. And this thing actually has not a considerable amount of hit dice, so I need to check that. Wow. Okay, so Dirk does actually get hit once, and he is hit for 2 points of damage as a great beak slashes at him. These 2 are on Paul. You are bitten again for 1 point of damage.
Who is?
Paul is.
Oh, okay, 1 point of damage. All right, gotcha.
Yes. The ranger is missed, and Crinit. Crinit is struck. Let's see, that becomes an 8. That becomes a 12. Crinit is struck for 4. 2 new heads from the severance that Dooms had made are starting to come into shape. The thief will throw a flask of oil. A 13 becomes 14. He is thief 5. Let's see. Thief 5. So he hit armor class that, and so he hits one of the heads. One of the heads is splashed with oil, and it catches on fire for 7 points of damage. This thing is screeching and thrashing its head around. The neck stump is fully not neck stump. The head is fully engaged. It doesn't like that at all. And Crinit and the ranger here. Let's do Crinit is purple and the ranger is black. And I did not mean to roll those. Let's do a reveal. Crinit hits again, and she inflicts 7 points of damage on one of the heads. So one of the heads is kind of like hanging there, but it's still attached. She looks over her shoulder and screams, "Torch!" So she will be applying a torch in the next round. Durek is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm happy. I'm happy to chant light torches and just pass them out.
Okay. So she gets that. Durek is just going to hold his shield up and try not to get attacked by this. Paul, are you going to attack, or are you just going to defend?
I'm confused as why Durek is not attacking heads. I mean, it did seem to have some effect.
Okay.
So,
I mean, you can attack. I'm just asking.
No, I understand. So they don't seem to think that's the path forward. So I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to grab and prepare a vial of oil and try to throw a vial of oil.
Mad Mardigan says, jump on its back and impale it with a sword.
Can I do that? Can I get to it? Can I?
It doesn't have a back that you can see. Meanwhile, Walt has crept in. I think the timing on Salisbury Hill is 7/4, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a musician. All right, let me see. So Walt is treasure hunting.
Well, first of all, can he get behind there? Can he get over on that side?
Yes, the heads
Okay.
are focusing on the fighters. They don't appear to be focusing
Can he
on
safely cast a spell on it from the rear?
what spell?
Fireball or lightning bolt. Is there the space to cast either one and only hit this thing?
Lightning may reflect back on him from any angle, but let me see. The rooms. Let me see. Give me literally just a hot minute to let you know about the potentiality of any treasure.
He stabs him right in the back.
Stab.
You betrayed me for the last time, Walt.
Uh,
You think I didn't know about you and my sister?
It was you. I knew it was you. You broke my heart, Fredo.
You bought my sister? You bought my wife? You bought my wife?
All right, let's see.
Do we have a ring of shooting stars?
You do have a ring of shooting stars somewhere. Somebody has it. I don't remember who. I thought it went to either Walt or to Roy. I feel like it went to Walt.
Well, I don't have a character sheet, so if you're saying he has it, then I'm good with that. So you're saying I can do a fireball, correct?
I'm not saying you can do a fireball yet. Hang on.
Okay. Sorry.
Because there's loot in this room. I mean, that may not that may not that may not necessarily deter you. I'm just trying to figure out the amount of loot. I did not do this, and it's my fault.
I mean, why would you even do that? I mean, we have pretty good odds of dying here. I think you're pretty safe to not know what the loot is. He's not. He's. I mean, I guess if he looks at it and there's something there we're seeing, I guess it matters.
All right, there are piles of thousands of silver and gold coins.
That's nice. I'm a big fan of that. I know
there are a few pieces of jewelry dotting this pile of coins too. That is all you get at a glimpse. Now you can spark shower it. You can, but as far as the room goes, if you want to fireball it, you can. You may get some of the coins in. You may get some of the coins and some of the jewelry in. That's up to you.
The ring of what is it? Sparks? Ring of sparks?
Ring of shooting stars.
Shooting stars can be done safely in that area. Is that correct?
Yes, you can. You can hit it with a spark shower if you want.
Okay, so one other question: we have two shattered things of oil. One burned, and I've got one that just is on it, and I think there's one other that's just on it. Does Walt know if that he will burn for extra damage due to having that oil on him?
I mean, it's going to take the damage from the flask of oil that hit and is burning now. And if you have thrown another flask of oil on it, or if you throw another flask of oil on it and then hit it with a torch, it will do the 2d6 in one round and then the 1d6
Gotcha.
in the next
What I'm
round.
saying is, I thought it had been hit twice with oil that had not ignited. That it just had oil on it.
Once. It's
Once.
been hit
Okay.
once with oil and it's on fire.
Okay, he's going to do this. He's not sure this thing is. He's going to become visible as soon as he does this, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Okay, he's going to be ready and judging when to act, but it's not quite yet.
Okay. So new round. Durik is looking at the neck he hewed heads off of, kind of burst forth, and there's now 2 heads, so it's got 10 heads. And you think in another minute the heads that you hewed off are likewise going to burst forth, and then it's going to have a dozen. However, one of the heads is on fire. So let's roll a d6 to see how much damage that next stump takes. Find my dice roller. Where did it hide? There it is. There's no use in hiding. All right. That next stump crisps. So its head is that head is destroyed. So that was 8, 7, and 4. It only has 11 heads now. Having a torch in her hand in this round, Crinit is going to try and strike the stump and bring it back down to a more manageable 10 heads. Walt is going to spark shower it.
No, he's not going to do that.
No, he's not going to do
not
that.
yet.
Okay.
But
all right.
Paul,
That's right. He's holding off. He's holding off. Gotcha.
Paul is going to throw oil. I don't know if it's his turn or not, but
all right, Paul, you're throwing oil in this round. Holder, you're readying a torch. The thief is digging out another flask of oil, which he will have ready in the next round to throw. Crinit and the ranger are going to continue to try and not get hit. Let's roll initiative. It goes over to you, Thane, please. 1d6. I got a 6.
What, my roll?
Yes, please.
Yes. Sorry. I'm going.
All
Can't
right, that
beat
is
that
4.
6, I'm afraid, though.
Yes. And you know what I completely forgot? Dooms holsters his sword and draws another sword, which springs to life with fire. This sword is a... I completely forgot. Dooms has a sword that is proof versus regenerating creatures.
that would have been good to know.
Yes. So he is going to attack with that sword. Kabuki wants royalties when a TPK happens. I will pay you.
Convenient. The DM just forgot.
Yes.
Hey, Doom's had some technical problems. He had to step away. All right. So 9, 10, 11 plus that is 12. So this will be 2, 3, 4. He hews this thing and it sizzles and burns. We have missile fire. No, wait, I'm sorry. That I'll keep that. I was attacking first. So 2 on Crinit. Miss and a miss. 2 on the Ranger. A miss and a hit, and the Ranger takes 7 points of damage. He cries out in pain. 2 on Paul. Neither one of those hits. And last but not least, 2 on Dirk, as he's swinging his sword bravely. Neither one of those hits. I threw a Hydra at you guys for a very specific reason. And gosh, if it isn't working out. All right, so that ends its attacks. Dooms hit it. Crinit swings her torch to try and strike the next stump. A 17 will hit. And even though it's only for a point of damage, she just kind of jams it in the slice she'd already taken. And it's kind of thrashing that head to try and get away. There's a crack, and the head's just kind of hanging there. The stump is charred. It's not going to be able to do that. So we are down to 9 heads. And at the end of this round, it will be joined by 2 more. Let's see, from the first round's head stump hewing thing. Let's see, Gonzalo.
Well,
However, Paul is throwing an oil, right?
Right. Do I need to roll an attack roll for that?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let's do that. Oh, I didn't mean to roll 2. You want me to? Okay. You can take what you want.
The 11, actually, yeah, scoop them up. And
okay. I'm going to roll it just 1. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Well, guess what? You hit it head on. Head on for your headaches. You do not set a party member alight with oil. So now you didn't light it. You just got the jar out and threw it, correct?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
It'll stick there for a while, right? If I soak.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just throwing oil. Somebody else try to light their heads.
It'll catch at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Crinit is going to swing her torch and try and light that oil. The ranger is fighting for his life. Doomsword is slicing at heads. Are you throwing oil again, Paul?
Yes.
All right.
Wait,
Holder.
I want to point out Walt has changed his mission since he doesn't think it's time to cast. He is going to go over and inspect the jewelry.
Okay. I will get back to you with that. It's lovely jewelry. It's fine. Very nice jewelry.
I'm just telling you what he's doing.
Okay. Now let's roll initiative. And Gonzalo, it's your turn again.
All right.
Okay. Does anybody else need torches or anything?
I have torches.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, as far as what I'm lighting.
Crinit still has a torch in her hand. Doom's head has his sword versus regenerating creatures. Gonzalo's throwing oil. But I mean, you can get the torch and light it if you don't want to wait for Crinit to light it.
Okay. Well, because one thing I can do. Oh, you mean light the oil or just light the torch?
Light the oil.
Okay. Well, then I'll do that then.
All right.
Does that break my chant?
No.
Oh, cool. All right. My apologies. Comes down to initiative.
Doom.
Okay.
Where are you?
Okay. Roll initiative, please, Thane.
You're. Sorry, I'm not used to having 2 people. It's so odd. Bill, will you stop that?
No. All right. So we have 9 head attacks. Well, now it's going to be 11 because point from the other one. So now it's going to be 11. Actually, I don't know if Charred Stump is a death metal band from the 90s. I'm just saying it sounds more like a death metal band from the 90s than a punk band. All right, here we go. So 2 on Crinit.
Dead Man Stomp is actually one of my favorite Call of Cthulhu adventures. It's really good. Sorry, that's just what that reminded me of. Charred Stump.
Crinit is struck for 4. 2 on the Ranger. He is struck twice. And he's kind of pretty badly injured there. And let's see. 2 on Dirk. So this is going to be 6 so far. Those are misses, and 2 on Paul. One of those is a hit. Paul, you take 5 points more damage. And so that was 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to go with a couple more on Durek because this thing is smart enough to know that it hates that sword. So Durek takes another 6 points of damage. And the last head, 1 is Paul, 2 is Durek, 3 is Crinnet, 4 is the Ranger. Crinnet is attacked by the last one. And that is a miss. So, Crinnet thrusts her torch at another one, or at the head that you got oil. 15. She hits it, and that means it takes 8 points of damage. The head chars and dies immediately. Dooms swings at one of the heads and absolutely hits it. And does 4 points of damage. He'd hit it before, so it's now down to 9 heads. Go ahead, Paul, and throw your oil at another head.
You know, I thought the vision I would have had from my god would have shown me a Hydra instead of the weird thing it did.
Probably not.
Yes, that is a miss. However, we're going to do splash oil and see. And see what that does. So we got a little bot we use on the Discord for this. All right, it lands on the body and will do damage, a little bit of damage to one of the heads when you light it. So, kind of lands between a couple of the heads.
Gotcha.
And is dripping down.
Do I get to light then?
Yes, go ahead and make your lighting lunge.
Sure. Where's my D20 with these little dice? There it is. Nope.
Okay, but the oil is still there. The oil persists, but so do you. Let's see. The thief will throw a flask of oil that he had prepared before. A 10, he gets he does get dex bonus with that, so that becomes a 12. He's shooting at that particular AC. Domestic guy, 5, 12. He is not successful. It also lands on the body and will do some damage. Crinnet. She
has a torch, doesn't she?
She has a torch. She is swinging that torch.
Nice. 18.
She hits where your oil landed and pulled up, and one of the heads is on beautiful fire for 2 points of damage. The ranger swings his torch. 18. He hits where the thief hit, and that head takes a point of damage. So it is back down to 9 heads, and you guys are using fire. Let's go back over to Walt. There are 4 pieces of jewelry that Walt finds that are quite nice. They're lovely pieces of jewelry, and they'll just fit in his belt pouch if he wishes to.
Nabbing the 4 pieces of jewelry, and is then going to start making his way back out towards the party as best he can.
Okay. New round declarations. Durek is still wielding his sword. Paul, what are you doing? Do you have more oil to throw?
Yeah, I guess I need to.
The thief is going to use his third flask of oil. The ranger is going to use his second and final flask of oil. Crinit is still swinging her torch to try and light it up. The question is, so much fire, what are we fighting? We are fighting a Hydra. We're fighting a Hydra. Hail Hydra.
Now, one question that I have is, how's everybody's hit points looking? Because there's been a fair bit of damage being thrown around.
I mean, I'm at 15.
Well, you've taken 15 points of damage. You're not at 15.
No,
I think you're doing.
I'm at 15.
Oh, you're at 15. Okay,
yes,
wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we're pretty fragile still, Bill. Like a
Sorry.
10 hit die, like a 10-headed Hydra is a bit much.
I did the trap, remember, and then it has hit me several times.
Right. Sorry.
So yeah, if you want to heal me, I will not complain.
I don't really think my chance really doing a whole hell of a lot, frankly, against this. So yeah, I'll cast Cure Light Wounds and drop the chant.
All right. Durek is going to lay hands on the ranger because he's bleeding pretty profusely. I had this question come up in chat just now. What was it here? Shellback Bow says, I need a comparison video explaining the differences between first and second edition combat using 3.5 as a reference. I'm not outfit to do that. I'm sorry, my friend.
I could, but like I'm not being paid, so I don't see why I should.
All right. Let's go ahead and so we have a thrown oil from the thief, a thrown oil from the ranger, Crinit trying to potentially light any thrown oil. Durek fighting. Actually, Durek is laying hands on the ranger in this round. Paul is getting healed. But what is Paul doing combat wise?
He's throwing oil.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. And I think it's actually your turn again, Gonzalo.
For initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 4. Party got a 3.
Yes.
All right. So 2 bites to Durek.
Wait, hold on a second. Don't spells go off first before they attack?
No.
They don't.
I mean, they go off. They go off on my initiative because I want initiative. So that they go later.
Okay, I apologize. I'm still trying.
No,
to
that's
get
okay.
that.
All right. Durek is struck once. This will not interfere with his lay on hands, but he only takes 2 points of damage. 2 attacks on Crinit. Both of those miss. 2 attacks on the ranger. This is gonna be key. He's still a little squishy. He struck once for 5 points of damage. He cries out as his blood jets out onto the sandy loam. These 2 on Paul. One of those strikes Paul for 3 points of damage. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is on Durek, and that is a miss. All right, Durek lays hands, restores 15 points to the ranger. Roll an 8-sided die, please, for the Cure Light Wounds for Paul. We'll just get that out of the way right now.
All right. I can heal.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm going.
Wow, we got 39 people watching. So that's 3 points back.
Does I get a
That's
plus
3
1?
points.
For some reason, I thought base Cure Light Wounds got 1d8 plus 1. Am I wrong about that?
You're wrong.
You are wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm wrong about a lot of things. That's why I'm here to learn.
That's right. You're wrong. All right.
Question. Question.
Yes.
What prior editions have you played?
Me?
Not you. I'm talking to.
First, I played first edition, but there's a lot of different people interpret the rules in a lot of different ways, and
okay.
I just I was remembering for some reason that I thought it got a +1. I've played other editions though, which may be mixing me up.
Yeah, that's what kills me is like remembering the difference between like basic fantasy, AD&D, third edition, and like BECME is like just it
That's
kills
why
me.
I'm here to listen to what the Delver is doing and to learn from him. Unfortunately, my other GM and he are at odds a little bit in the order of combat. So now I have a conflict. We're going to have a live stream with you and Great Old Ones channel to talk about 1E.
That could be fun.
Well, yes. Well, I want to I want to sit down and talk with Great Old Ones about possibly joining us here on the live stream, but that's for a little bit down the line. All right, so let's see. That was the healing and stuff. Let's go to missile attacks. Paul, throw your oil.
Alrighty, let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's throw it here, and that is not good.
All right, let's splash it. Paul did throw his flask of oil. Hallelujah. Paul did throw his flask of oil. All right, it will do some more damage. We're gonna go for Atari. He's gonna throw here. His misses completely. And the Ranger, his misses completely. All right. Doom Sword. Durek is going to say, "How about you, beast?" Let's see, 11, 12, 13.
He's not getting a
he-
chant anymore.
Right, but he's getting a +2 with his sword.
Gotcha.
So 7 + 2 is 9. He finishes hewing off the head. It's down to 8 heads. Crinit swings her torch. She connects. Sizzle, sizzle. One of the heads takes a little bit more damage. The thief already threw his flask of oil and missed. All right. At this point, the magic user has made his way back to the party. I should point out your discovery of the room beyond was that it was huge. It was
Right.
huge.
So can he now cast a fireball behind it?
Yes. If he
Okay.
wishes to do that, he may.
That's what he's gonna do.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to roll 6,582 saving throws for every coin. And I'm kidding. No, I'm not. All right. So fireball coming from the magic user. Durek's going to continue to fight. The Rangers use both his flasks of oil. Crinit is her torch is out now. She needs another torch. She looks over her shoulder to the cleric holder and screams, "Torch!" Paul, do you have any oil left?
I have oil left, but I'm not going to. It's how many? I'm still vague on how exactly the torches are affecting the oil we've thrown. Is there more oil?
She's lighting it on fire as she sees torches successfully land.
You mean okay? Bottle. You mean oil successfully land?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
At that point, I treat it like a successful oil flask kit. 2d6 in the first round, 1d6 in the second round.
Okay, so there's essentially unlighted area beyond what she's trying to target that I could target with the torch, is what I'm asking.
Potentially, yes.
Okay, then I'll ask for a torch as well. If
All
he
right.
can't light one, I'll light one myself.
Okay, it's down to 8 heads now. None of its heads have been destroyed by anything other than fire at this juncture. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. And TK, we're over to you. Roll a d6, please. All right, I got a 4. So we're just going to go down the line. We're going to do
Jesus Christ.
I do this to my Monday night group too. I just have a ridiculously hot hand when it comes to initiative.
To hell with them. They're not us.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, Crinit. feels the oh my god. Okay, yeah, Crinit is badly injured by the Hydra heads. They just kind of pick her up and yank. She's still alive, although she's not sure she's happy about that fact. The Ranger is missed entirely. Durek. Yeah, let's see, 13 and 14 for a 10 hit die monster. 13 and 14. Both of those got Durek. Durek takes 12 points of damage. And this is on Paul.
Ugh, I'm
Paul,
dead.
you.
Well, I might not die. I might not.
6 points.
No, I'm not dead.
Chomp, chomp, yank, shake. Fireball. 6d6, please.
Okay. Did you roll? You need to roll save first, or?
Go ahead and roll it, and I'll roll the save.
Okay. Here we go.
And I just wanted to mention, so 19. I just wanted to mention 38 people watching us over on YouTube. That's 219 of you guys that have tuned in on X. Thank you all so much. Thank you very, very much.
I do realize this, Bill. I never declared an action.
Okay. What is it you're doing? Because we're
Can
on
I just
parties
cast
actions
Cure Light
now.
Wounds again?
Yes. Who are you casting it on?
Thank
Crinit?
you. Yeah, Crenit, I think, needs it. I mean, I'd like to heal Paul again because my healing on Paul was frankly pathetic. But if I don't, I think Crenit's dead, so I'll heal Crenit.
Okay.
As he's healing her, Paul just turns around and looks at him and is like, "You're pathetic."
The Hydra does not save. All right, so it took 19 points of damage. It has 8 heads remaining. So we're gonna, let's see. And a couple of those heads had already taken damage.
And we're soaked in oil.
So there was well, you know what? Let's see. This is gonna matter. Thief, that will miss from him, unfortunately. But we can see if it will, if he will get a good splash on his last flask. Did not get a good splash. So 19 points of damage this thing takes. And that is fire damage. So all right, so we're going to call that nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, all of its heads are charred and take some burning damage. I don't know if he has another one of those fireball spells memorized.
He would use his Ring of Sparks this time.
He's going to Ring of Sparks it in the next round. That's right. You're darn right, Kabuki. The gang over on X, you're missing out on the fun. If you're watching us over on X, leave us a comment. We've already had one of our watchers on X leave us a comment. And I do like hearing from folks over there. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. We're gonna go over to I think it's Paul or Gonzalo rather. I think it's your turn for initiative. And that did not pop up on the screen, but I see it over here. Oh no, are your dice not showing up?
It showed
That's
up.
a shame. All right. Well,
but it did over in D dice, and I got a 3, so that's a tie. So we won. We won initiative, and it was advanced.
Hey, there we go.
All right. So initiative tie. Ring of Shooting Stars Spark Shower. So let's look this up real quick here. Ring of Shooting Stars and Spark Shower. All right, Ring of Shooting Stars. Sparks. Let's see. Spark Shower. See below. Let's see. It's not wearing metallic armor, but it's going to take so it's going to take 2 to 8 hits. So roll 2d4 for the Spark Shower, please.
Okay. Three. So
3. Okay. All right. So the Spark Shower, well, that is in a cone. So that is actually, we're gonna say that is the heads are all charred and not looking good at all. So we're gonna go with Doom Sword is gonna swing. He is going to hit with his versus regeneration sword, and he destroys a head. It is down to 7 heads. Crinit. All she can do at this point is swing at it and hope that you can destroy a head. Whoops. Hope that you can destroy a head before it can regenerate. But she misses. The Ranger also misses. He was in too much pain. Gonzalo.
I mean, I haven't. I guess I'll throw another. I've got a torch in my hand.
Okay.
Can I throw another? Can I have a torch in one hand and throw a flask?
You are, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right. Then I'm throwing another flask.
All right. Roll to hit.
Why do I even come to this game?
I feel that. That's why I use the fate system from Morkborg in my home game.
I mean, there's been script problems from day one, and now the dice roller's messed up.
Oh, mercy. Okay, so here's the good news. Your flask lands near enough to a head that it splashes a lot of oil on it.
Nice.
So you're gonna
Yes.
torch it?
Yes, if I can. I mean,
go ahead. Roll your
Okay.
torch attack. Dave Mills, this is scripted? Oh, every episode.
Die,
You
you
hit
piece
it.
of shit.
That's a whole lot of words. Too bad I ain't reading them. Eat shit and
Balls of
die.
steel.
So yeah, you set that head on fire and it crisps and burns away. It now has 6 heads remaining. So you actually did destroy one of the heads. It counterattacks now. It counterattacks.
Jesus. With what? I thought all its heads were messed up.
No, it's taken damage to its heads, but it can certainly attack. Durek is bit. That should not have been 2 dice. That should have been 1. Durek's bit for 7 points of damage. Let's see, Gonzalo, you're bit for 1 point of damage. Crinit. Oh, that's not good for Crinit. Fortunately, she did get a copious amount of healing back, so and she only takes 3 points of damage. And last but not least, and in case you guys are out there wondering, the Ranger may be toast. In case you guys are out there wondering, combat is simultaneous, so even though they have destroyed more of the thing's heads, this is all kind of happening simultaneously. No, the Ranger's actually okay. He's in a lot of pain, but he's okay. So it is now reduced to 6 heads. And there's 4 of you guys. Durek is going to slash at it. Does Paul have any oil left?
Yeah, he's throwing another thing of oil and torching it.
How many flasks of oil did you buy?
I bought 6 flasks. I have
Okay,
an
and
1897 strength, I might remind you. I can carry 6 flasks.
No, that's fine. I was literally curious.
I'm the one who made us
I
go
have-
back to go buy all this oil, and you should be thanking me.
I still have oil in my lantern, and I have 1 more pint on me as well if anyone needs it. But I will be casting my remaining Cure Light Wounds on Paul, I think. I
Okay.
never did roll my Cure Light Wounds for Krenet. Do you mind
Oh,
if I
go
do
ahead
that?
and roll your Cure Light Wounds for Krenet. I
Okay.
thought that just got lost.
No. Once again, 3.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
You know, I used to listen to Def Leppard, but I had to stop because I developed a gluten, globin allergy.
You know, my father-in-law asked me to translate that, and I had to look at him and tell him it was gibberish.
Yeah.
Look how much work it takes to bore me.
Man, not even the crickets wanted anything to do with that joke. Okay. So if you're offering oil, the thief will gladly take that flask of oil from you. Which if you let him, he will throw it.
Wait a minute. The thief is gonna grab one of my flasks.
No, the thief is gonna grab the last flask that Holder has.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mark that off my sheet.
Okay, Doom Sword is, or rather, I should say, Durek is going to swing his sword versus regenerating creatures and try and slash it. Holder is still handing out torches. Krenet yelled for a torch.
He's healing Paul.
I'm sorry. Yes, he's healing Paul. All right, well, that's what we'll do. Let's go to initiative and roll it for me if you would, please, Thane. I got a 4. You guys can beat a 4. Come on, you can beat a 4. Sometimes you can beat a 4.
We could beat a 4, Bill.
I didn't say you will beat a 4. I said you could beat a 4. All right, 2
I'm
under.
Beat you.
It's the dice roller. It's not me.
Upside the head.
All right, 4 more points to Derek. He's in rough shape. Dagnabbit, fortunately neither of those hit Paul. I should move my mouse in more. One of those hit Krenet.
Oh, she did get 3.
Krenet goes down. She is breathing but bleeding very badly. And
heal her.
The ranger is struck and he takes 5 points of damage. Amazingly enough, he's still on his feet. He is holding fast. Like it grabs him, shakes him, drops him, and he levers himself back up, blood pumping out. You can see like blood pouring out of his armor. And he screams, "Is that all you've got, beast?" Durek hits the thing. Durek destroys a head. Paul, throw your next flask of oil, please. $15. That is a hit. Roll 2d6. I want to know how much damage you're going to do to it.
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay. Alrighty. The thief throws a flask of oil for great justice. Oh, I saw that 16 come up and was so hopeful. Okay, the thief lands very close to one of his heads. Let's see. Paul, you gonna try and stick a torch on?
I mean, if I'm allowed, yes. I'll.
Sure.
Please.
All right, that misses, but it's still got oil on it. The question from Shellbackbow: there are 5 janky, messed up looking heads left. What is our magic user going to do?
He's going to. I don't know how many fireballs he has. So my assumption is he had a lightning bolt and a fireball. I'm not going to assume he had 2 fireballs. He can't cast lightning bolt, right? Given the area.
No, he's been in the room. He can cast lightning bolt
without it reflecting back on people.
Without it ricocheting.
Okay, then he's going to cast lightning bolt.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead. Cast it.
What am I rolling?
66.
All right.
All right, that is sufficient. Now unleash the giant weasels. Grimhammer. It's him, not me. All right. The bolt of energy goes through it. Its 5 remaining heads all explode. The ranger, with a point of his sword, pushes himself to its feet, points at the thing's body, and says, "Its heads! Burn its remaining heads!"
Paul will take his torch to its heads.
All right. So you guys set it on fire. You burn it. Let me see here. Combat tables. I need to see. A fireball went off in this room a few moments ago. So we need to check on the silver and gold. It is not spoiled. It is not ruined. It will just impact its portability. But the Hydra is destroyed. I'm sorry, Grimhammer. I thank you for the super, my dude. I really appreciate the super. I absolutely love it. So fireball.
You got to go up, bro. I went to 20. What are you trying to do? Trying to trick your way into something here?
All right. You think I should bring Guar in? I think I should bring Guar and one of our streamer audience favorite bands. I think I should force them to perform on stage together. The Guarning.
I will play with Guar if you bring them.
You will play with Guar. By the way, did you guys know there was actually a Guar tabletop role-playing or tabletop war game with miniatures, lines, and everything back in the late 90s? And oh my God, is that they like, if you can find the minis, it is hideously expensive. All right, here we go. Saving throws for neither one of them. You have large spreading puddles of silver and gold in the room.
Bill.
Yes.
Before we forget, can I get that healing spell off, please? I know the monster's dead and we're all happy, but like,
roll it right now.
Thank you.
This is for Crinit.
Yeah.
She is that heals her up. She is able to lever herself onto her feet, and right at that point, as you guys are looking at the bubbling pool, rapidly cooling pool of melted gold and melted silver, there's Walt saying, "I got the good stuff before that happened," holding up the jewelry. On the far side of the room, a normal sized door opens and a minotaur steps through, looks at the dead Hydra, looks at you, and goes, "You killed the Narthek. I'm gonna kill you." And that is where we will pause for the night. Thank you very much to everyone tonight. I am so sorry, but at least you're taking it like a champ, Grimhammer, that there was not a TPK. Off Grid Gamer, a member for 7 months and a gifted membership to one of you lucky people from Bob Jester. Now, I'm gonna point something out about this before we wrap. Gifted memberships expire after a month. Whoever got this, if you want to be part of the prize drawing, please understand that only lasts for a month, and you can't set it to auto renew, and you can't manually renew it yourself until it expires. So whoever got that, reach out to me and let me know, hey, I got this and I want to be part of the drawing for the OD&D sets, and we'll make arrangements. I just don't want you to get dropped off of that if you're like, yay, I can do this. But thank you, Grimhammer. Thank you, Gonzalo, for the supers. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are fucking awesome. And I can say that because I have a lot of supers tonight. But thank you to all my players, Dooms, whatever it was. I hope your technical issue gets resolved. I will be back tomorrow night. DM Kyle will be here. Bard Sound Lab wants to be part of a session. That could be arranged. That could be arranged, Bard Sound Lab. But yeah, drop me a message if you're the person that got the donated subscription tonight. But I'll be back tomorrow night with Kyle. Kyle will be running his post-apocalypse RPG. Yes, but and I get to play. I don't have to DM that one. I get to play. Thursday night, we've got Aggie from Brave Alice Games. He's going to be here talking about his Kickstarter, which I'm super duper excited about. And Friday night, Halloween, we are going to finish up our Shocktober Call of Cthulhu horror mini campaign. I really appreciate it, everyone. Love you all. Thank you all for being here tonight. And remember, at least when the door flew open, at least it wasn't a dreaded owl bear. Peace. Good night. Love you all.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.